Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and fine. Today we will discuss about communicable diseases. All diseases that can spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, or physical contact are called communicable diseases. And the entry of pathogen into the body of healthy person is called the infection, and the person is called infected one. Right. Now we see there are different methods of infection or different ways of infection. First, we talk about infection by air. When a person suffering from common cold sneezes, fine droplets of moisture carrying thousands of viruses are spread in the air. And if a healthy person inhales this air, the viruses may enter his or her body and cause an infection. Right. Similarly, we see the infection by food and water. Microbial diseases like diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, and typhoid are spread by eating food or drinking water contaminated with pathogens. When we are talking about infection by insects, so among the insects that carry diseases, the housefly is the most common. Flies usually crowd around garbage, animal excreta, and rotting matter from where pathogens stick to their body and legs. When the same flies sit on uncovered food, they contaminate the food, which, when eaten, can cause sickness. And another is mosquitoes. The female Anopheles mosquito is a common carrier for the pathogen that causes malaria, and the female Aedes mosquito act as a carrier of the virus that causes dengue. Now we will talk about disease causing microorganisms in plants. Several microorganisms causes disease in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, apple, and other. The disease reduces the yield of crop, and they can be controlled by the use of certain chemical which kills the microbes. The common diseases that is caused by fungal is rust and smut in wheat. It reduces their production, and the fungal diseases that is potato blight in potato plants. And when we talk about viral diseases, it is leaf curl of cotton and bees, and leaf roll of tomatoes. In this, the leaf becomes in curled way. And bacterial diseases are citrus canker, cause lesion on citrus fruits. Food poisoning. Microorganisms like bacteria and fungi generally grow on cooked food, kept for long, or on stored. So, due to the bacteria and fungi, they produces toxic substances and which make the food poisonous. And consumption of spoiled or poisonous food causes vomiting, diarrhea, and headache, which is called food poisoning. Another is food preservation. To protect our food from the microorganism is called food preservation. As we know that some bacteria and fungi grow over them when left unused for some days. And we generally see that in a bread slice, when it is left for 2 to 3 days under moist condition, get covered with a white coat, cottony fluffy mass. So it is a fungus mucon. So to protect our food from the bacteria or microorganisms is called food preservation. There are different methods of food preservation, that is preservation by common salt, as we generally use common salt on meat and flesh to, to drain out water by osmosis, preservation by sugar, preservation by pickling, as oil and vinegar are used to make pickle because bacteria cannot survive in high acid content of the medium. Preservation by chemicals like citric acid is added to pickles. Preservation by pasteurization. Pasteurization is the process of heat and cold treatment to which milk is subjected to make it bacteria free, right? And preservation by deep frying, like storing food at sub-zero temperature in deep fridge or in cold storage at a temperature about 18 degrees Celsius. That is also a very safe method of food preservation. This method is used for preserving fish, meat, fruits and vegetables. So these are some ways by which we can preserve or protect our food by get spoiling.